Welcome and a lovely greetings. It's time for Kudos Latte Show. It's time for some coffee to grab. But with whom? And my guest today is a surprise for millions who are watching us live now. So, who is my guest? A little confusion, any appreciation, any guesses? So, check it out here. From Canada, we have today an amazing guest on Kiddo's International Latte Show, none other than Tristan Ham. Welcome, Tristan, to our show today, and it's been a great, a privilege and honor for me to host you.
Oh my gosh, the honor's mine. And what an intro. Holy, this is amazing. I'm just blown away. But thank you so much for having me on. I've been super excited since we connected, and I cannot wait to have this conversation.
Wow, this is lovely. And besides me, Tristan, our live viewers who are just so excited and they were just asking me when you're going to start this show. And I was saying, hold on, wait. The guest is still here and we need to start. So, ladies and gentlemen who all are watching, the global spectators, thank you so much for showering your love, your blessings. And without any pause, without any delay, let's start and take a deep dive in this lovely journey with Tristan. And Tristan, not a first question, I will say, because when I was going through your bio, I came to know a golden line. You are an easy guy, facilitation guy, something like that. So I would love to know a bit, along with my global audience, what this line means, what exactly is, and how do you know, what do you know, and what can we say who is Tristan Ham?
Oh my gosh, thank you. Yeah, so I do. I may be a little presumptuous, but I am the go-to facilitation guy. And the reason I say that is because that's my passion. That's what I love more than anything in the world. So I've had the pleasure of facilitating in many different industries. I really started this in social work. So I lived in Australia and I was doing working in child protection for a good long while. And I got the opportunity to get to know people. I get to understand individuals, their motivations, and the things that really, affect them around emotional intelligence and things like that. And so because of that interest, I became a facilitator for some frameworks around trauma-informed care, around crisis intervention, things like that. And I love facilitating. I love, helping people get to a conclusion, help them reach some understanding, and to hear their experience and their stories when it comes to that work in particular. And so I just dove into that and loved it. And then I changed industries and went into employment and taught soft skills to people looking to make a transition from oil and gas to tech, things like that. So I help them, and I love that kind of instruction part of it, and interacting with individuals. And then I had the pleasure to join a place called Startup Edmonton, so now called Edmonton Unlimited, and I became their go-to facilitator. So they would just throw frameworks at me, and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna run with this. I'm gonna learn it and facilitate it and do that. And so I feel like it's maybe a presumptuous title, but a title well earned. I do love that facilitation piece.
Wow, this is so lovely. And I will say only one thing. After going through your beautiful lines, which I can say along with my global audience, they are thinking only one thing. People say facilitation is a lovely journey where you have to move on and on. And Tristan, I completely agree with you on one fact. When we say facilitation coaching, it's just like a passion,
Mm,
taking a dive deep in your passion about coaching, about motivating. And trust me, the best feeling you can say when you coach someone, when you facilitate someone, and the bestest thing is when you transform someone. So that's
mm.
the beauty of the facilitation, which I can see from your lovely journey. And I really, really hats off to you for your, you can say, a roller coaster ride, which is going to come in our results. All right. So that's really great, and I'm sure people are getting a lot of inspiration. Who has a lot of inspiring, you can say, a passion, easy to go, and the word says a facilitation guy, because most of the people were in confusion. What's that? And I hope, Tristan, you have cleared all the doubts today. It's
Same.
lovely. It's awesome. Well,
Mhm.
today I also have a lot of questions, Tristan. When I was seeing you in LinkedIn and I was going about your bio and everything, the place where you are today, facilitation or coaching, I'm sure you would have crossed a lot of hurdles in your life. That's no doubt in that. So, in
Mhm.
your life, and I'm so excited to know, particularly when people say, wow, this is the life I want to lead. I want to lead Tristan's life. I want to lead this life. But what people will think, the pack, how many perspiration, how many sweats we have taken on. So in your life, Tristan, what are or what were the challenges you had faced?
Mm.
And I would love to know how these challenges you had overtaken you, or sometimes you would have felt, let's give up. So
Yeah.
is were there so many challenges were there in your life, and how did you cope up those challenges? So that will add beauty to my question.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. There's everybody has their journey, like you said, and I love that idea of a twisty, turny kind of journey that ends up and puts you in the place where you were meant to be. But definitely, there is, like many of us, there was a lot of hits to the ego. I'm a professional actor. I had training in theater. And so I tried to be this professional actor in Vancouver here in Canada. And it turns out that's really hard, and so I wasn't able to make that a career, and that was something I was passionate about throughout my entire life. And so something that you think is your trajectory, your path, and then all of a sudden it isn't, is quite a blow to the ego. And you think, well, if I can't do this thing that I trained for and I thought was going to be my life, well, that's what am I going to do? How do I then find new passion? And luckily, the skills that I learned translate really easily into facilitation and meeting people and things like that. And so it was an unexpected but very seamless transition into kind of performing or presenting in a way for an audience. But I get to interact with them more, and so it kind of fulfilled that need. But another one is especially in the role I'm in now, is coaching and guiding a lot of entrepreneurs and people who are at various stages of their journey. Some are very close to scaling and growing in a rapid sense. Some are just at the beginning. And so when I got into this work, I got hit with a huge sense of that imposter syndrome. I don't have a business background. So what gives me the right to coach people on their businesses, on their startups, the things that they are passionate about? And I thought, well, like, I don't have that lived experience. How am I meant to give someone some good guidance or ask the right questions when they are subject matter experts about some AI machine learning technology that I have no idea about? But I realized it's not about that. It's not about me being an expert. I don't have to know your product. It's foolish to think that I would be as good as exposed to the product that you are producing as you are. I can't think that way. I can't think that I can, oh, by the way, did you try this code or something like that? It doesn't work like that. Instead, I need to be really good at listening. I need to be really good at waiting my turn, at understanding the barriers that you're hitting, and we work this through together. And that's the thing, is I don't have the answers, but together we're going to find those answers. And so with that imposter syndrome, with that thought of how do I even tackle this, I approached it again from a lot of my early learning in social work, in acting, and that is listen and validate. And more than anything, exercise empathy, exercise understanding. And I can only understand if I listen properly. And that was how I really come to terms with understanding, with being this coach, with being this person, this guidance. And luckily, I've had the pleasure to work with, like thousands of founders and things like that. So I've got good connections. I've got really good through roads to the people who are experts, and that to me was a game changer. Absolutely.
This is called a mind blowing. When people talk about coaching, facilitation, and yes, Tristan, I completely agree that when we are working in this industry, I mean, there are a lot of myths. People says, "Wow, coaching is so very easy to train people, very easy to convince people," but this a coach can know what are the challenges he or she is facing. And I should say that challenges, people are calling them sometimes as problems, but we, you, and all the coaches, I can say, we are telling, yes, it's a challenge, and we have to take on, and then we can make ourselves better, and we can make our ambience better. So this is the thing I really loved about this, about your challenges. How did you took this? But one thing, you were unstoppable, you were moving on to take your goal. So this is really inspiring, and this is really, even my, you can say, the lot of beautiful peoples are just showering their blessings. A lot of comments, Tristan, great, amazing, awesome word, Tristan. You are inspiring, and you are just transforming the world today. So this is really awesome one.
It's very
All
kind.
right. Well, moving to this lovely journey with Kudos Latte Coffee, my next question is so awesome. And along with me, so many people are also writing, yes, this question I should ask. What is, Tristan, unbounded thinking?
Yes.
What it is all about, how it started, and what's the main motivation of you to start this? So this will be again a lovely journey to listen from you. So I pass the dice in your court, and you go on.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Unbounded Journey is putting systems around innovation. We are innovation scientists. So what we do is we understand people who are embracing the term innovation, making it their core value. But the problem is that people don't know how to do it. They love to say they're innovative, but that becomes a catch-all. It becomes a buzzword. And so we are simplifying innovation. We have a way to measure it. So, for instance, we're working with a town called Cochrane here in Alberta. And Cochrane is an amazing town. It is growing and is rapidly expanding and bringing in new businesses. And so what they want to do is understand just how innovative they are. They claim to be, but they need metrics on it. They need measurement on that. And so that's what we do. We provide them a measurement tool to see how innovative they are. And we've built what we call our innovation maturity assessment to categorize that, to put you in 4 different stages that are all based off the ISO standards. But more than that, besides knowing how innovative you are, we also want to help you understand ways to work that into your business, to create what we call a blueprint, to map out your journey of ideas, how ideas are collected, how ideas are then categorized, then how ideas are tested and then implemented, and create a whole feedback loop. And the thing that we love about it, the big piece that is so important to us, is that it's all human-centered. It all has to do with the individuals, the greatest resource in any business, which are the individuals that are a part of that business, and how to get the best of them. So it's part consulting, part change management, part innovation management, and part strategic foresight. So a whole bunch of tools that we've put together to help you define innovation and know what stage you're at, and then B, do something about it. actually standardize the way that you are being innovative. We do a lot that's within that, but Unbounded's been an incredible journey for me. I joined Unbounded when I was a coach for them. I was actually helping the original co-founders test and find a lot of their market fit. And I loved what they did so much because it was so human-centered, because it scratched that itch of facilitation for me as well, that I asked to join. And so I became a member of Unbounded Thinking about 1.5 years ago. And since then, we've made slight iterations, slight pivots, and we've gone after the folks that need that definition of innovation the most, which is communities and larger corporations. We also do some work with some great startups, some great founders and things like that. But the whole purpose of innovation is just, or rather Unbounded Thinking, is just to simplify what seems complex. And I think that's something that I really like, is taking something that seems insurmountable, something that is huge, like a mountain, and giving someone a handhold, giving someone the ability to find the next step, to be able to traverse that mountain, whatever they need to do. And it's just been absolutely amazing. That my co-founders are absolute experts in their fields, and we are overjoyed to be working with people and again, have that sense of mapping out great ways for them to approach their problem-solving, idea flow, innovation. I hope that answered that. It was kind of a big journey.
Yes, wonderfully you have answered. And here I would love to say to my global spectators who are watching us, global audience, if you really want to leverage this unbounded thinking, because you can get a wonderful coach, and that's, I can give you the guarantee on this live show, Kudos Latte live show. Yes, you can transform yourself. You can make yourself. And if you really want to do something in your life, then here is the answer, Tristan Hum. You can just contact on LinkedIn and you just can take all the things which you want to make up in your life. So Tristan, be ready for many more people are going to rush to you and they're going to ask n number of questions and n number of coaching. So gear it up and be ready for that. I'm sure people would love to come to you and they're going to take it up. All right?
I love it. Please bring it.
Yes, and bring it on. They will say BIO, bring it on. And they are just typing.
I love that. I'm stealing that. That's my catchphrase.
Great.
BYO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or BIO. Yeah.
BIO, bring it on. And really, you bring it on. There is no doubt in that. Well, moving to this great show, awesome show, and latte show, where we have to take a sip too, but I don't think so that I have to take a sip because the journey is so fabulous, so energetic, and so great. Tristan, you know about our show, about latte show, about the Kudos International, but still, few golden words I want to hear. What's your opinion about Kudos International?
Yeah, absolutely. What I was thinking about this actually. I was thinking about what you're doing and kudos and the things that you are really trying to achieve in the world. And what I love most is building network, building connection internationally. We're in the cusp of a fifth industrial revolution here, personalization. And what's amazing is that we have access to problems that are happening all around the world now. Our networks are unlimited. The ability to find new and amazing, problems or solutions internationally is so much easier now that we need to leverage that. And that's exactly what I feel like Kudos is doing, who is connecting individuals globally that have a shared passion, a shared vision, that are able to then work collectively on knowledge, on execution, on creating possibilities. Because we don't know what's out there. We don't know what other people are doing necessarily that might impact the things that we hold passionately. And so organizing these incredible speakers, organizing these incredible individuals in a way that are accessible, that we can go and reach out and say, hey, I heard this and I love what you're saying. I want to do more. I want to work more. I want to connect more. And you're providing that vehicle. And that is essential because as founders, as problem solvers, sometimes we can feel isolated. sometimes we can feel like there's nobody else that shares that connection or vision. And that's hard. That's really hard. Building your network, making that network strong is essential. And you are providing that. You are providing that connection. So that's why I love what you're doing here. Absolutely.
Wow, this is really great. And thank you so much for these really lovely motivating words. Tristan, what happens generally when you motivate someone, you feel equal positive energy flowing across both the sides. Like when I am receiving the positive energy, I'm liberating across the globe. And same here, I am just grasping from your side and I am, elevated. So thank you so much for these loveliest words. And yet, the founder, Matt Allen, is really doing a great platform. He has just built up and he's doing wonders. You can
Absolutely.
see and you can say and you can listen. Three senses really works for the Kiddos International. So thank you so much for these beautiful words. God bless you.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, now it's time. Well, I say kiddos, some gear up, and you can say, yes, what's that? What's the show rides? You can say the roller coaster kiddos rides, where you will be asked, Tristan, a set of questions, and you can say, fast questions or fast-paced activity where you will be asking a number of questions, not a number of, little bit, and you have to answer promptly, little bit fast, so it will be better. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Bring it.
100%?
Nope.
200%.
Nope.
All right. If you could travel to any year in a time machine, what year would you choose and why?
Oh, wow. Great question. I feel like I would travel to the 60s, weirdly enough, because a lot of the music I love in the world came from the 60s, a lot of the kind of revolutionary ballads and things like that. And I just love the mentality. I love the clothing. I'm a big, I'm an old man. I love that era so much. And music is such a massive part of my life. So I'd love to be back and witness the birth of so many of this incredible music and the feeling of changing a country. And there was just a lot going on at that time. And I think it would just be incredible to witness that. So yeah, that's where I go, just in a heartbeat, I
Awesome.
think.
Great one. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Oh, I would be taller. No, yeah, I wish I was better at time management, actually, because I want to say yes to everything and I want to be able to do that. So I wish I had the mind that was like a calendar that went, nope, I need to do this, there, here, when, this, that, boom, kind of thing, because my time management is not fantastic. So I'd love to
Okay.
be just better at that so I can do more.
All right. Lovely. What one of the most fun childhood memories you have?
Oh, is camping. I love camping. And one great memory was I got to go camping with my father's parents once in this lake, and we had an amazing time. And it was so formative because I think that experience in particular really solidified how much I love camping and just being
Wow.
able to spend time with them. So yeah, that's one that always sticks out to me.
Awesome one. This is really fantabulous. What one quality you love about yourself?
Oh, I think my enthusiasm.
Oh,
I love hearing stories. I love it so much, and it is
yeah,
uncontainable.
there is no
And
doubt in that.
but I think
All
it's
right.
infectious. Yeah.
Sure. All right. Which dream still yet to achieve?
Yeah. Is a great one. It is, I think, to see more of the world, to see other individuals, to be able to travel and impact or be impacted by different cultures and different areas. I scratch the surface of Europe, but there's so much more of this earth. I want to go everywhere, and I want to see this world in ways that pictures and film and TV can't show. I want to experience it. So I want to travel more. I want to experience the world more.
Wow. Thank you so much for being a great player and you really answered all questions without any delay. And those answers were really lovely and motivating. So thank you so much, Tristan, for coming to our show. And it's been really, every moment was a great pleasure hosting you, asking you, and
Oh,
really knowing about your life journey. It was really, really inspiring and motivating. Thank you so much.
oh, thank you, and it's been such a pleasure. And please, everyone, if you're listening, follow religiously. This is a great program, a great connection, and I've just had a blast. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and my pleasure. Yeah.
I know.
So, anything else? All right. So, I think we had an amazing time with Tristan, and there is no doubt where each and every moment of this Kudos Latte Show, where I need not to take a sip of coffee because already the show was super engaging with super awesome Tristan Ham. And really, thank you so much. Again, I'm saying much gratitude, much humble for your inspiring story. And you are going to change, transform the world today with your inspiring story, with your amazing work. God bless you and keep moving on, keep shining on. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.